It's supposed to be like a time-lapse walk.
I feel bad. I feel stupid too. Is it working? I'm getting too close to it. It actually looks funny. Huh? The closer you get, it looks funny, like it moves big as shit.
So you just go for it?
Yeah, just go for it. Like Christmas morning.
Robbing him of his most exciting moment.
No one ever gets to see me demold stuff because I'm always too excited. I just do it first thing in the morning if I've let it sit overnight.
This is the first time you used this piece of glass, right?
No, I've used it before.
It's a little prickly on the edges.
And then you want to get, so the peel ply is going to stay with the bleeder. So you want to get the peel ply in between the peel ply and the carbon. See the carbon's pulling up too?
Oh, yeah.
Keep the carbon down. Yep, perfect.
Dang. He must have put some decent amount of PVA and wax.
Only wax it one layer thing. That's just glass.
Son, compared to every other video that you've done,
Yeah, this actually felt pretty easy.
this is the easiest release I've probably ever seen or did.
In hindsight, I should have put the actual
It's like a little crater.
vacuum guy off to the side instead of on it, but this is all not going to be seen
No.
anyways. So I got to crack it off the glass, bro. Yeah, that's where you actually poke your finger.
This one would be tricky.
Get a nice little edge. Daddy will help you.
Thank you. Thank you, almighty carbon god.
I've done this a couple times.
Ooh.
Hear that snap, crackle, pop? Yeah.
Just like that, we had a mirror finish. Dry carbon, mirror finish.
Well, the finish is actually of wax. You can see these are my Miyagi wipes right here.
Alright, I don't know what I'm looking at, so we're gonna get the guy that does all the in-depth details to give you a little insight on carbon fiber used, epoxy used, and all that good stuff. Oh, damn, that joint is super smooth.
Carbon fiber?
Yeah, I forgot to put it on autofocus during that whole process. Hopefully.
Oh, when I was recording you?
Yeah, I don't think I put the camera on autofocus.
I just click it and then I hope, to keep remembering to like, oh, keep you in the frame.
That was on me.
This is carbon fiber. This carbon fiber flat piece is just for Xavier's trunk.
Which we did a video on why I cut my trunk out.
Yes.
Like 2 years ago, maybe.
When you had like you did a whole bumper cut and a diffuser and
Yeah.
all that jam.
Pretty much the trunks on these S2000s, they rust. They collect water and pretty much just punch the hole through it. But we'll just link it up here.
But plus, you don't really need it.
Nope. And I think we saved some weight. I think I saved like 8 pounds. We weighed it and everything.
Sounds about right. So now we're going to save even more weight and have a little bit more structural rigidity to it. So before we just put a piece of like pretty thin aluminum, just cut it and then just slapped it up there and epoxied it. But we epoxied it underneath it. And then, over the past 2 years of Xavier hauling his
Camera equipment
bag and all his gear and stuff like that, he always puts it in that same spot. So it's all just sitting on that epoxy. So one of the corners started to dip a little bit. He was like, I'm like, oh, we might as well just redo it and build it out of carbon. But also we're setting it underneath the next lip. So it's actually gonna give you an extra 4 inches of trunk space, which will be nice. And that literally is the exact shape of his camera box. Like,
yep. Science
right in that.
Perfect.
So.
What'd you end up using to make this? Because it looks very structurally strong.
So this is just a piece of 3K 2x2 twill carbon from Fiberglass. Thank you guys for hooking us up. They sent us this stuff, and they also sent us the Divinycell foam. So I have one layer of 3K, and then this shape of the Divinycell foam, which we just traced out the old trunk piece onto a piece of this foam, and then Xavier cut it out with scissors. This is an 1/8 inch, so it's pretty thin. You can just literally just trim it with scissors, it's nice. And then I threw a couple more strips of 3K around the perimeter of it, just to keep these edges real strong, because that's where we're gonna be bonding it. And then I put another final sheet of 3K on top of it. So these corners have, you know, about 4 layers in them because they're overlapping. And then all these other edges have 3, and then this only has 2. So this is like literally as light as you can get this, but it's strong.
Another cool thing, I don't get that tin sound when I hit bumps and rocks.
Dude, if we compare this to what you had on your car before, it's a floppy piece of aluminum.
So I was using it as a dust tray, cleaning the back area.
There you go, good. But the only bad thing is like all of our cool stickers that you've collected are all on that piece of aluminum.
Yeah, I'm not getting that back. I'm glad. I'll sacrifice it for
our OG, like the 3 different styles of the Street Bandito actual logo are on there. We need to get more of those guys made.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, we're just always focused on building cars, not
merch
stuff. It's cool how you actually see the outline of the shape. That's from the actual layers underneath deforming it when you're tucking them in.
So the next step would be like figuring out how to mount it.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to trim it, probably, you know, 2-inch perimeter around this whole thing, and then sit it up there. The only weird thing is gonna be where this mounts to the front piece of steel. Done. Call it a day. So I've roughly measured the inner 3 rails. Before we had this sitting under here, but it was sitting against this lip right here. So this is all epoxied in. Now we're going to be mounting it underneath.
So that gives sort of that air pocket too. I remember.
Yeah.
Got like a little air pocket in there, but I don't think would have affected anything.
But now it'll be flat at least. So what we're gonna do is Xavier's gonna pull off his rear bumper real quick so we can get to the back. This sheet metal against the back half is gonna be the trickiest piece because it's all weird angles and not straight like the other 3 sides are.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna start cutting this with the notch for the subframe mounts, and then we're gonna leave it big on the front. And then what the plan is to maybe cut the sheet metal a little higher so we can mount this further past the sheet metal, so where it angles up, we can epoxy a lip, leave a little edge on there.
Hi. No.
James is still here to the bathroom. He doesn't want to get locked in.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
It might be good to pull this actually, so we can epoxy this lip in here.
Compared to my snap-on drill, this thing's like big boy.
I got the other one in my truck.
This boy's definitely more powerful than my Snap-on. Yeah, you right. You right.
I made a whole sheet. Got M5, M6, M8. M5 should already be on there too.
M8, you have to pronounce mate.
You got the mate.
What's up, mate? Okay, then we'll add another one, maybe there-ish. Ooh. Right, because this is going to be held up by that. Yeah.
Welcome to the trunk. The new carbon fiber trunk.
Welcome to the trunk.
There's a lot of magic that's gonna go down here. A lot of throwing the case.
This is where the magic happens. It's much more solid than it was before. That's for damn sure. And the coolest thing about this actually is, instead of epoxying the back, you see that we obviously bolted it in. Xavier's making a good point. He's gonna have to do his fuel system in a little bit. And being able to stand in there would be so nice because the fuel system on S2000s is
right there
under here, which is, you know, the most convenient place to work.
I'll be able to pop this out, shimmy my way in, and do all my fuel lines and good stuff.
Oh, but you guys, this is all cool and stuff, but we got a new toy. I want to move this wing. Yeah, you could. We gotta name it. Let us know what we should name the CNC machine.
Mr. Rager. Yeah, comment below.
That's his name.
Thank you to all the t-shirt supporters. Anyone that buys a shirt, you get a sticker.
Or two. We got these two. Wait. I have to hit this a whole bunch of times so they'll keep doing it without me having it. Okay, you're good. I thought that was you for a second.
Computing process.
Boys, we got a CNC machine. We got no idea what we're doing.
Tripped on the keyboard. So what is it that we're going to be doing with this?
I don't know what I'm doing with it at all, but...
It's just been casually chilling in the back of a lot of videos.
Yeah. It's been in here for a little while, but I haven't had time to set it up. We've had so many other projects and Connie's rolling and stuff like that. But the plan with this is to be able to cut carbon fiber and cut about a bunch of molds and stuff like that out of this too. Out of like foam or MDF and stuff like that. So I've learned a good bit of CAD, but not that much, honestly. We're both learning a lot of like 3D software stuff right now.
Yeah.
As much as we can. But we've had no actual schooling in it, so it's kind of just jump on in and figure it out.
YouTube University.
Yeah. But, so we got a bunch of bits that we can cut, like these weird, crazy looking bits. These are for carbon fiber, all three of these guys. And then we have some that are fluted, that are good for like cutting foam and stuff like that. This guy's really good for aluminum. It's got like a single flute. And then this guy will let us make a wasteboard.
What's the expense like? Do you say like some of these bits are expensive or?
Yes. Yeah, some of these are expensive. Some of these are like $60 for one of them. This one's probably $60. I don't remember. It's been a minute. This is an Amana tool. 46, 26, 4K. It's a 1/4 inch bit that cuts carbon fiber. But yeah, so we're gonna cut a bunch of carbon fiber stuff, and then we're also going to make some molds and stuff. But we're gonna learn how to do it first, because this is as far as we've gotten so far.
Making noises.
Robot noises.
So he's what? The Chappelle show, the random dude that comes in through the robot. He just runs in. Where's your actual camera? Are we all recording on this thing? No, I'll get the actual one.